What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Not Tuah podcast. This is episode number 11. Episode number 11. It is 9:22 a.m. the 21st of December 2024, Indian Standard Time. I'm your host, and we've got a good episode lined up. I believe I say that every episode, but I do think this is a pretty good one because it was just a couple episodes ago, I believe, that I was talking about how I don't have anything to talk about. Um, but this week I got some good topics. Um, some fun stuff to talk about. Um, oof. Yeah, but how have I been? Thank you for asking. I've been chill as always. Um, fucking yeah, man. I'm chilling. I'm swagging. I had to register for this semester's exams this week. That was rough. Um, so I'm in my fifth semester of college right now, and fuck, I need to clear my throat. Hang on. Okay, again, I am recording this like right after I wake up. Every podcast is recorded pretty much right after I wake up, so my voice isn't fully activated, and I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, I mean, you can record the podcast later in the day if there's such an issue. I'm not. I'm not gonna. Okay? My voice isn't fully activated, I know that. But also, it's deeper when I wake up. If I record this podcast at like 5 p.m., I'm gonna sound like, hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of the Not Tuah podcast. No. Alright? I am a boy. X, Y chromosomes. That's what boys have, right? What chromosomes do boys have? XY, yeah, there we go. Um, okay, anyway. So I'm in my fifth semester of college, right? And we had to register for the exams for this semester. And I'm sure I've complained about my college on the podcast before, but it's a degree mill, all right? It's a degree mill. They're out for money. That's literally all they fucking care about. I made a mistake picking this college. I am all too aware of that fact. But anyways, so was it this week or it might have started last week? Hang on. No, it was this week. Okay. So on the 13th, Friday the 13th. Ooh. Friday the 13th, we got the form that we had to fill out and submit. Like fill out, what classes you're taking, what exams you want to write. So we got that form on Friday the 13th, and we were supposed to submit it. Like the last day to submit it was Monday the 16th, which Saturday and Sunday already holidays. It's the weekend. Shout out Able Test Day. I can feel my face when I'm with you. That guy. Um. So yeah, like we got the form, and then we basically the next working day, we had to submit it. I registered for, I think it was 5 exams. Had to be because I paid 2,500 in exam fees. That's 500 per class. So I registered for 5 exams, and on Monday, I went over I went over to like the administrative office, and I went in to submit my form, and they were like, "Hey man, you haven't paid your tuition fee," and I was like, "Huh?" Because I thought we did, you know. Um, but whatever. They're like, look, here's our database. It says that you've paid 0% of your tuition fee for the third year, fifth semester, third year. So, anyways, so I was like, okay. So I went outside. I called my mom, and she was like, I mean, wait, no, huh? Didn't we already paid for your third year? And I was like, well, I mean, it's showing up in the database that you didn't. Um, but they were like, she was like, I very distinctly remember paying for your tuition fees. So I had to go back in, and I was like, hey man, my parents are saying that they already paid. Can you like double check or something? And so he double checked, 0%. So I went back out and I called my mom, and she's very annoyed because I'm calling her at work. So I was like, I mean, we didn't pay. And so then she got mad at me for not remembering if we paid it or not. Which, to be fair, I guess I didn't remember if we paid it or not, because I also thought that we paid it. But, um, so whatever. We went back and forth. I had to, like, look through the screenshots of our WhatsApp chat, because if I pay the tuition fee, I like sent her a screenshot of the receipt on WhatsApp. So I had to look through the WhatsApp chat, and I found one receipt of a payment for the tuition fee. Okay, so she kept saying I distinctly remember paying it in August, and I was like, I mean, okay, I didn't tell her this, but internally I was like, I mean, August was my second year. My third year started in October. So how could we have paid the tuition fee for the third year in my second year? You know? But anyways, I kept scrolling through the WhatsApp chat, and I found a receipt from July. I found a receipt from July towards the tuition payment, and in the remark it was written, it's towards my second year. So I was like, okay, well, there we go. We've cleared up the confusion. We did pay around the time period of August, but that was toward my second year. So I resent her the screenshot. I was like, look, we paid for the second year, not the third year. But she still wouldn't believe me. She was like, no, I distinctly remember typing in third year. That was the one tuition payment my mom made. I usually make the payment, but that was the one that she made. So she was like, I distinctly remember typing third year. And then I was like, okay, well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It said right there on the screenshot, second year. And then we have another back and forth. And by this time, the office was closed. So, 16th, Monday the 16th was the last day to submit it. But if you ponied up an additional late fee of, I think it's 200 rupees. If you ponied up an additional late fee, you could pay by Thursday the 19th. So I was like, fuck, okay, well, I gotta pay the late fee as well now. Whatever, we go back and forth a bit, and then she comes up with the idea, like, wait, hang on. Why don't we just look at the payment history? And I was like, fuck. I'm so stupid. Why didn't I think of that? So we checked the payment history. What do you know, chat? I was right. No payment made towards my third year. So anyways, we make the payment. We only have to pay like half of the, because the tuition fee is for the whole year. And since I'm registering for the fifth semester exam, that's like half the year. So they were like, you only need to pay like 50% of your tuition fee. So we paid, I think it was like 30K. Yeah, 30. So we paid the 30K, um, and then I went back in the next day with my 200 rupee late fee. Felt so bad, so sad. Um, and they were like, "What's this extra 200 for?" Because I bought it in cash. So they were like, "What's this extra 200 for?" And I was like, "That's for the late fee." And they were like, "No, the fuck?" Yeah, turns out they okay. So here's what happened. On the evening of the 16th, they extended the date for the late fee, right? So now you could pay up to the 19th without a late fee, and then up to the 24th with a late fee. So, and they didn't fucking inform us, I guess. So now I have 200 rupees sitting in my wallet. I don't like to carry around cash, but I have 200 rupees sitting in my wallet. So, that's how my week's been. That's pretty much all that's happened this week. My exam registration debacle. Okay. Sorry about that. My nose is still blocked. It's still winter. My nose is still blocked. Sue me, okay? Fucking sue me. How do you clear a blocked nose? I've had it for like 4 episodes now. How to clear a blocked nose when pregnant? I don't think I'm pregnant. Humidifier, nasal wash, steam, hydration, neti pot, decongestant, warm compressor. I don't have none of that. Steam, I do have Steam. I boot it up to play Content Warning and GTA 5, and that's it. I don't really use Steam much. Okay, let's move into our topics. First one, let's talk about video games because I was just talking about Steam. Um, Big news this week: a massive collaboration has occurred within the video game Fortnite. Truly one for the ages. Belongs in the history books. Belongs in the fucking Louvre. Okay, Louvre. That's the art museum in Paris where they keep the Mona Lisa. Uh, that Skibidi toilet X Fortnite is real. That's right, guys. Skibidi toilet is now in Fortnite. I am elated, overjoyed at this news. You know me. I had to cop. I had to pick up. I had to loot. Maybe not loot. I purchased the Skibidi toilet back bling, and like there was, come on, chat. There was really only one skin that I could use the Skibidi toilet back bling on. So I put it on Peter Griffin, and I gave him the fucking Jordans. Okay? So now when I play Fortnite, my skin is Peter Griffin, back bling is Skibidi toilet, and then I have fucking Jordans on my feet. Peter Griffin, Skibidi toilet, Jordans. I love this fucking game, man. A few years ago, I think it was around chapter 2 season 5, because that's when all the collabs happened. A few years ago, I complained, as I often do. I complained like a little bitch about how Fortnite has been reduced to collabs, right? Because now if you ask someone why they like Fortnite, they'll be like, I could be Darth Vader, I could be cranking 90s and shooting Goku while Batman does the Gangnam Style in the background. You know, I hated that aspect of Fortnite. I hated that it's been reduced to collabs. But I do love my Peter Griffin Skibidi Toilet Jordan's combo. So you know what? Donald left. Tim Sweeney, Epic Games, you know what? You're forgiven. Shout out Skibidi Toilet, shout out Fortnite. Shout out, what's the guy's name? Who created Skibidi Toilet? Shout out Alexei Gerasimov. Oh fuck. The Skibidi Toilet Wikipedia article, and the link is purple. So I've been here before, it seems. Country of origin Georgia. Interesting. Also known by his alias Blue Gray on his YouTube channel. The fuck? Boom! He lives in Georgia and has been learning animation since 2014. Okay. The first episode of Skibidi Toilet was released on 7th of February 2023 with an 11-second runtime. um, what, like, what's the origin of the song? Because it doesn't. Did Alexei make it? Huh? Wait, huh? Michael Bay is planned to direct the film adaptation of Skibidi Toilet? What? I okay, I saw a post earlier about about the Skibidi Toilet movie. I thought it was a fucking joke. I, I thought it was a joke. The adaptation may be a live action or animation hybrid film. Stylistically similar to the John Wick franchise? Dude, fucking front row midnight premiere. Catch me at the Skibidi Toilet movie. That's fucking hilarious. Okay, speaking of movies, 2025 almost upon us, and 2025 is going to be a stacked year for movies, for me at least. I don't know about you guys, or at least, like, stacked first half of the year. Let's see what movies I'm like waiting for. Okay, we got Captain America: Brave New World on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day 2025, and I'm gonna be alone watching an MCU movie. Um, then we have the Minecraft movie, April 4th. Thunderbolts, also an MCU entry, on May 2nd. The Weeknd movie, Hurry Up Tomorrow, out on May 16th. The Superman movie, out on my birthday, July 11th. And then Fantastic Four First Step, out 2 weeks later, July 25th. So those are all the movies that I'm excited for next year. When you think about it, this year I really only wanted to see Deadpool and Wolverine, and I did in theaters. I missed the first day though. I was supposed to see Deadpool and Wolverine with my cousin, and he was busy on Friday when the movie came out. So we booked our tickets for Saturday. I think it was a 5 p.m. showing that we went to. No, 6 p.m. It was a 6 p.m. showing because I left at 8. Anyways, we booked our ticket for a 6 p.m. showing. I pulled up to the theater and I was like, it's getting pretty close to the time of the movie and he's nowhere to be found. So I called him up. Motherfucker woke up. He was sleeping at 6 p.m. I mean, you know what? Maybe it was an app. No judgment. I have been asleep at 6 p.m. I have been known to be asleep at 6 p.m. at some time. So I called him. I was like, "Hey man, fucking 5 minutes till the movie. Where are you?" And he was like, "No, the movie's at 8." And I was like, "No, it's at 6." Because he sent me like a screenshot of the tickets, and I was like staring at the tickets as I was talking to him. I was like, "No, it says here 6 p.m." And he was like, "Fuck." So like obviously there's no way he can make it to the theater within 5 minutes. Already the theater is like an hour away from his house, and an hour away from mine. Um, so yeah, the theater was too far away. We were not about to pull up to the movie. We were not about to pull up to the function. So he's like, "You know what, man? You go in and you watch the movie. All right, have fun." So I did. I watched the movie. I had fun. Good movie. And then when I came back out, I was like, I feel kind of bad that he missed out on the movie. I should, because he was the one that bought the ticket for the both of us. So I was like, I should buy tickets for him to go see the movie tomorrow. Um, so anyways, I went back home and I was like checking my WhatsApp status. You know your WhatsApp status updates, and he posted a status update. He'd already seen the movie at a different theater. So that was like, oh, okay. Yes, I don't need to buy the movie tickets then. So that was my experience with Deadpool and Wolverine. Um, Hang on, excuse me. You're a fuck. God, man, these stuff know this. They'll fucking do you in. The worst thing that can happen to a yapper: stuffed nose, sore throat. I won't wish that upon my worst enemy. As long as they were a yapper, of course. Okay, let's move on to our next topic. Uh, I want to talk about like Indian memes in general. Like, I live in India. Never mind. No shout out. No shout out here. I live in India, and so obviously I see a lot of Indian memes, and you know, a lot of them are very heavily video based. You know, it's gonna be quite hard to find a image, a PNG of an Indian meme. They're gonna be fucking MP4s. In fact, I'm gonna go on live reaction. I'm gonna go on r/Indian dank memes. Is there just an Indian meme subreddit? Hang on. No. Okay, Indian dank memes. And I guarantee. Yeah, fucking there we go. Video meme. Comparing the boys, the television series, the boys, to our elected officials. Which is fun. I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So I don't like video-based memes. This is such a fucking stupid thing to complain about. I don't like video-based memes. I prefer the images. You know, one and done. Right, one and done. I can read much faster than I can watch a video. I guess because it like depends on the speed of the video. But yeah, with picture-based memes, I'm one and done. Right, quick glance at the phone, and I've absorbed all the information that the meme has to offer. Right, but with the video-based meme, I'm like sitting there for 30, 40, 50 seconds. I'm waiting for the punchline. And they have such weird pacing, these Indian video memes. I don't know, man. It's weird. They like either take. No, they don't take. They always take too long. They always take too long to get to the point. And they like split their captions up. So it's gonna be like a 5 sentence caption. Right? Me when I. Me when I skibidi toilet. Alright? It's gonna be a 5 word caption. And then for the first like 20 seconds of the video, it's gonna be me when I. And then in the last 10 seconds, the caption is gonna change to skibidi toilet. I'm like, what, man? What? Fucking what? Excuse me? Excuse me. Okay. So, yeah, whatever. Point is, Indian memers, r/Indian dank memes. If you are listening to this, please, please make more image memes. You know, don't make more videos. I don't want no videos, okay? Make more images. Hashtag make Indian memes images again. Because they probably were images, like in the early days of the internet. And also, like, fucking stop being bad. Stop being bad. Yeah. They're always, like, pretty misogynistic, homophobic, uh, fucking supremacist, supremacist. They're bad. That's my point. Okay, they're bad. Bad memes. Downvote. Reddit mold. Was that a real thing? Reddit mold? As like a evil version of Reddit gold? Reddit mold. Fucking first result r/mold. r/mold is an educational and informative subreddit for redditors trying to deal with mold in their homes, apartments, workplaces, etc. You know what, man? Shout out r/mold. I probably have some mold in my house, I'll be real with you, but fuck it, we ball. Okay. Let's move on to our next topic. My favorite historical eras. Okay, now I've always been a fan of history. Okay, and I'm not that kind of not weird history. Okay, I'm not running around making videos like here's how Hitler could have won World War II. No, I'm not interested in like military history. It's sad that I have to defend myself like this, but if a guy tells you he's into history, it's either a massive green flag or a massive red flag, you know? No two ways about it. Right? Because if you're into like military history, then they're gonna be like, here's how Hitler could have won World War II. And like, why do you want to imagine a scenario where Hitler wins World War II? You know? But then there's the like chill historians that are like, hey, look, that's fucking ancient Sumerian. I know that. Oh, look, cuneiform. I know how to read cuneiform. I don't know how to read cuneiform. I learned it like a couple years ago and I forgot. Same with Egyptian hieroglyphics. I figured out how to read hieroglyphics, how to write my name in hieroglyphics when I was a kid. And now that I think of it, that book that I was reading probably just fucking made it up because the hieroglyphics were mapped 1-to-1 with modern English alphabet. So I mean, I doubt that's what the ancient Egyptians did. I doubt they, made English out of hieroglyphics. But yeah, I've always been into history. It was definitely my favorite social science in school. Um, and there's plenty of historical eras to talk about. You obviously have like the prehistory. Prehistory is like before we started writing stuff down, I believe. We had that. We had flippin' ancient history. That's when everyone was a farmer except for the king, who was not a farmer, and that'll be like your Indus Valley civilizations. Your well, I guess not Incas because they were around for quite a while. But yeah, that would be your Indus Valley civilizations and all. Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Shout out Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Then you have your fucking like early. Okay, there's a bit. I'll admit, there's a bit of a gap in my knowledge between fucking the Indus Valley civilization and like the early medieval era. But yeah, so you have the medieval era, then you have the fucking there's no way we went from medieval to Victorian, surely. I mean, maybe it's not a clean transition. But yeah, from we went from medieval to like Victorian to early 20th century, and then now in our modern age. I find it fascinating to look at like the in betweens of our historical eras. um, Hang on, give me a second. Okay, I don't know why I said that because in the podcast I'm just like I'm stopping the recording and I'm restarting it. So for you guys, it's gonna sound like give me a second. Okay, I don't know why I said that, but okay. Anyways, what were we talking about? Right, favorite historical eras. Okay, so I like looking at the in betweens of your historical eras, and if I had to say, I think my favorite historical era is probably late Victorian, right? The turn of the century, transition from the Victorian era to early 20th. And, I like it because fucking the aesthetic. No. Um, God, man. Okay. Sorry about that. If you were listening on high volume. I tried I tried turning away from the mic to cough, but I see the waveform still kind of fucking peaked. Can I just remember to edit it out? Probably. Will I remember to edit it out? Probably not. Okay, anyways. Yeah, Victorian era. That's kind of the time, like shortly after the Industrial Revolution. When was the Industrial Revolution? When was the Industrial Revolution? 1760. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Second Industrial Revolution lasted from mid 19th, so that's, yeah, like 1850s ish, and lasted until the early 20th century. So I guess maybe I should be saying my favorite historical era is the Second Industrial Revolution. Because the first Industrial Revolution, they were like, okay, hang on. This is a new technology that we found. Let's see what we can do with this. And so, like, it mostly went to, like, factories and shit. But now with the Second Industrial Revolution, people have started figuring out how to apply it more to, like, daily life. So that's around the time we started getting cars, right? Well, rich people started getting cars. That's when they started like figuring out how to do filmography, not photography, filmography, moving images. that all these like technological advancements were being made in the second industrial revolution, late 19th, early 20th century. And one of my like favorite little things from that era is like the disappearance of jobs that people used to have, right? Because I remember, sorry, I remember in my history class one time, I was reading about um, some guy whose job it was to like run around and tap on people's windows every morning, like, hey, it's 5 a.m., 6 a.m., it's time to wake up, time to wake up. So that was his job. But then, like, around this time, around the second industrial revolution, that's when they started making alarm clocks. Alarm clocks that normal people could buy. And so now that people have alarm clocks, why would they pay the guy to run around telling them to wake up? They could just set their alarm. And so that was a job that disappeared. That was one that I found. I think that was what like cemented um, my affection towards this period of history. And I'll be real, this is mostly confined to like Victorian England. Victorian? Yes, Victorian. The fucking Sherlock Holmes era. I'm a big fan of Sherlock Holmes. Um, but yeah, man, fucking again, that's yeah. Shout out Victorian era. Shout out late 19th century, early 20th century. Shout out, shout out, shout out. If I had the chance to be reborn, I would choose. Okay, like if it was guaranteed, like every time you die, you get reborn. Fucking number one, why would I have chosen? Why would I have chosen what I've chosen right now? But if I had the chance, like obviously it wouldn't be an ideal life, but I would like to be kind of a rich guy in Victorian London. That would have been pretty cool, I think. And like yeah, I know that some of the economical aspects of the Victorian era were made by exploiting their colonies. I know that, okay? But I still think it would be kind of cool to live in that time period as a rich guy, in that time period. Okay? I know if I was poor, I'd fucking want to kill myself every single day that I wake up. But if I was a rich guy, I would, I think I'd have a pretty good time in Victorian London. That's all I'm trying to say. Alright. Let's move on to my last topic of discussion here. So, Hive Mind TV, the YouTube channel, big fan. Shout out Riley, shout out Graydon, shout out Dignan, shout out Grant, shout out Kronk, shout out Quonka. But yeah, I'm a big. Oh, the banana guy is back. Shout out Banana Guy. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Hive Mind TV. And a couple days ago, no, a couple weeks ago, in fact, they put out a call asking for everyone's favorite tweets, and they were gonna rank like the best tweets of all time. I think on the tier list actually, they were gonna make a tier list of the best tweets of all time, and I submitted a tweet. And guess what, bitches? It got featured in the video. Boom, baby. That's right, bitch. My submission featured in a hive mind video. That is my claim to fame. I always figured if I were ever to make like a dating app profile, Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, whatever, I had like a bio in mind. It was like fucking, um, let me pull it up in my, no, I don't have it there. Oh yeah, okay. So it was gonna be like a bullet point list situation, right? And then it was gonna be like point one, featured on 2 Fortnite clip compilations. Point two, Wikipedia donator, 35 cents. Point three, and then I guess now my point three is gonna be submission featured in a hive mind video. So I'm building up my dating profile, chat. If you see someone on one of those apps with that bio, fucking look away, alright? Do not perceive me. Should I mention the podcast on a dating app bio? I feel like that's that's a red flag. Man with the podcast, that's a red flag. I've had someone call that a red flag to me. Well, they're like, I mean, you're the exception, of course, but like with a man with a podcast, that's a red flag. Yeah, you know who you are. You know who you are. Fucking talking shit about men with podcasts. Which, I mean, yeah, there's some bad eggs ruining the podcast world for the rest of us. But you know what, man? Fucking whatever. Most insightful podcast in the world. Alright. Let's do our poll review from last week's episode. And then I guess we can wrap it up. That's not my app. Where's the podcast app? Hang on. Here it is. I probably should have had this open, ready to go, but whatever, whatever. Polls. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so yesterday's poll was, do you believe in extraterrestrial life? Last episode's poll. Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? And with 100% of the vote, the answer is yes. That's 1 vote for yes and 0 votes for no. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that my audience agrees with me. As I mentioned in the last episode, I think the universe is just far too big and far too old for this one planet to have been the only one to support life. Again, I don't think that we will meet aliens within our within humanity's lifetime. I don't think we're gonna meet them unless, of course, we invent faster than light travel. Which I don't know enough to comment about whether or not faster than light travel is possible. But if we do, I feel like that would increase our chances of finding aliens dramatically. But like right now, I don't think we're ever gonna contact aliens. Loud ass horn. I don't think we're ever gonna contact aliens. I think they do exist, or they have existed, or they will exist. I just don't think we're ever gonna find them, which is unfortunate. I would like to meet an alien. Alright, well, that has been another episode of the Not Tuah podcast. Again, that is the Not Tuah podcast. NOTTUAH. I have no affiliation with Haley Welch or the Talk to a Podcast team, and I feel like I should mention that again. I have no association with Haley Welch or the Talk to a Podcast team or whatever crypto scam that she's running. Right? Don't fucking come at me for that. I've been your host, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.